Welcome back to Gear Check Games. This is episode 39 of our Kingdom Hearts 1.5 for the PS4 playthrough. We have rescued Kairi, returned from being a Heartless, and we got the gummy piece out of the mural, however precariously it was placed in there. But we need to go back to Hollow Bastion, because I guess we gotta still seal the keyhole.
We gotta go back to the Bastion.
You know, I just realized something. So, going off the assumption that there was an amount of Heartless on their way that just couldn't be handled, and they had to leave Hollow Bastion, they just, straight up left Beast to die.
Yeah, well, he told him
take care of himself.
I feel like that kind of goes against the whole thing that we were building up in that level, which is, friendship and, sticking with your friends no matter what.
Don't worry, the Beast's heart is inside Sora, Dan. He'll be fine.
Sora stabs himself in the chest and just a billion hearts come out of him. He has all of the hearts of everybody who lost it in the entire multiverse.
The Beast erupts out of his chest like the Xenomorph.
I know now, without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is me! And then he takes Riku's keyblade and stabs himself in the chest.
Beast is standing there with Sora, and then Sora opens his heart, and then Prince Adam starts clawing his way out of Sora's chest.
Wait,
I've been trapped in there.
Is he a separate entity from the Beast?
Yeah, he's the Beast's snow buddy.
Yeah.
Or no, the Beast is Prince Adam's Heartless.
Yeah.
Well, no, wasn't
Prince
Adam's
Adam's nobody to Max.
So is his true form the Beast? I'm confused. Kingdom Hearts is confusing.
I think the moral of the story is Beauty and the Beast is better off without Kingdom Hearts.
This hypothetical storyline is still on par with what you'd see in standard Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
At least Kingdom Hearts After 1.
So, Kingdom Hearts has been sealed away. Or not Kingdom Hearts. Of course it's been sealed away.
Hollow Bastion.
Hollow Bastion is now trapped behind a quote-unquote harder gummy level. I'm loaded with guns, so I don't care.
This one looks easier.
I know.
Yeah, the last one had giant ships and walls you had to avoid, and this one's just here's some X's.
Yeah, it's avoid got more
them.
enemies, so it's
space
scarier.
boogers.
It's still just hold X and walk away from your console.
Yeah. I mean,
at least it's not like Sonic Adventure 1, where it's literally just move your ship to the corner of the screen and walk away from the console.
Hey man, those levels had awesome music.
So, I had...
And they also
there
had...
was one level that you could literally just do that, though.
And they also had the greatest line in existence. We're hit! Yeah! Woo!
God. So I had a wireless PS2 controller, and I'm fairly certain that for at least one of the gummy ship levels, I just held down X while I went to get a fudge bar from the freezer.
Where's Belle? Still in the castle.
Go! I'm not leaving until I get Belle back. And you come back and Beast's just standing outside staring at the castle. Where's Belle? I don't know, still in the castle somewhere.
He's on the ground.
I got out of there as soon as you left. There were just too many little ants.
In the time since we recorded episode, 35, has Dan forgotten the word shadow?
Yes. I mean, they're all shadows, kind of, in a cosmic sort of way.
So
good font choice. Good font.
Yes.
Also sounds funnier when you call them ants, because that's what they look like. Just big cartoon ants.
And when they finally make the Kingdom Hearts movie, they'll be played by Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm done.
The enemies in this game are the ants from Ants with a Z.
Oh god.
It turns out the true enemy was DreamWorks all along.
So I skipped about 30 minutes.
Is the heart's true essence. Sorry, Trey.
So I skipped about 30 minutes of just fighting through Hollow Bastion again.
Thank God.
Like I said, it's the same dang level. For no reason.
And you say padding?
Yeah. It's the end of the game. I'll give him something else to do.
So, I spent a good few minutes trying to figure out why Aurora was here and she didn't have, like, a world in the game until I remembered that the big bad of the Disney Mickey's House of Villains was Maleficent.
Yeah.
I feel like if this was an originally created game, we would have, like, more, like, original and interesting looking... You know, the 7 Princesses of Heart would be, like, more... like distinct characters, and like some of them are, but like I don't know. I always thought Aurora and Cinderella were like way too close to each other design-wise.
Oh yeah, they're like the same. I'm pretty sure that they used the same rotoscope for a few scenes.
Oh yeah, for like the dancing scenes.
Well, I know for a fact
we've
that
got
they
normal speed
the
music.
final like ballroom dancing scene of Sleeping Beauty was referenced for the final ballroom dance in Beauty and the Beast. Like, it's the exact same animation, just with, like, Adam and Belle on top of frickin' Aurora and Prince guy. What's his name? Can't remember.
Yeah, Prince Guy, you got it.
Got a new Keyblade, and I totally skipped over it.
Oh yeah, Oblivion, that's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a good Keyblade. Although I think they nerfed it in Final Mix.
It's the other hand.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah, it's not... It doesn't have as much magic, but it does have, like, one more attack than Oathkeeper.
Yeah. For my money, I don't think Oathkeeper or Oblivion ever were more useful to me than Metal Chocobo.
Well, I suppose it depends on your playstyle at the end of the day.
Yeah. I guess I was doing a magic run, because I used a crapload of magic at the end of this game.
See, and then Kingdom Hearts 2 was like, well, what if we give you 2 Keyblades, so you don't have to choose between them?
What if you can use Oathkeeper and Oblivion, but only those 2? No, you can...
Only then.
So I just want to say, the story of this game, you know, it's neat and all. The villain, Ansem, big scary dude, all about darkness and whatnot. But you know, it doesn't really fit with the whole like Disney themes. Like Maleficent's just like one of the Disney villains. If I was making this game, you know, King Mickey is the king of the whole universe, whatever, and then the big bad villain is not some just like random original character anime dude. It's Dark Pete.
So,
consumer of worlds.
Can we talk about how they massacred my baby boy Behemoth? Like,
know,
look at that
no
color
longer...
scheme. It's the worst.
Aren't there
He's
different
supposed to be-
colored variations of them still?
Yeah.
I don't think they all look like this, just the one.
Oh, this cutscene looks real good with Oathkeeper.
Looks even better with the stupid Pinocchio Keyblade. Said no one.
The tiny little... What's it called?
Wishing
I
Star.
forget, it's... yeah. I was about to say 3 wishes, but that's a very different Keyblade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one has
You know,
its
it would
uses.
make the wishing star better if it grew every time Sora told a lie,
Oh god.
and it would increase its reach.
So he just
He's
has
just holding
to
it
tell
in front of Ansem, I am not going to murder you.
Kyrie, you're my one true love.
Kyrie, I care about you more than Riku.
Yeah, as far as this boss goes, Behemoth's just one of those big enemies where, like, as long as you have Tinkerbell out, nothing can kill you.
Yeah.
You get up on Behemoth's back.
You just kind of wail on him. Occasionally heal yourself, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I know we mentioned that she'll just constantly cure you. Did we mention that she's like a get out of death free card also?
Yeah.
But once you use that, she won't heal you no more.
Yeah, she's unsummonable for the rest of the fight.
That's why you don't.
So-
well, but you forget this game also has a built-in failsafe with the second chance ability,
Yeah.
or whatever it's called. So, like,
And it-
even if you get hit by a fatal attack, you'll still be there with 1 HP to, like, revive yourself so the Tinkerbell doesn't go away.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forget
what
if
I-
it's called Last Breath or Second Wind.
I think it's second
what I-
wind for Donald and Goofy. But that's like
What I
a
love
different
about-
thing because they also have second chance, but second wind just makes them like come back faster after they're KO'd. Anyway, sorry Trey.
You're fine. was gonna say Tinkerbell allows you to play like way more sloppy.
Yeah.
Like you can just face tank hints and just not think about fights. Like I could be trying to avoid all of his lightning, but I don't have to. I can just stand on his back and wail away at him.
I think that might have something to do with why Kingdom Hearts games kind of feel like they have a wonky difficulty curve, because they start out, for my money, they start out kind of tricky, because like you haven't gotten a lot of like the necessary abilities to like fluidly fight yet.
Yeah.
And you won't until later. But then for like about a third of the way through the game until like the very end, it starts to get a lot easier. Because now that you have those abilities, you can kind of just like cover your bases where you couldn't before, without actually like getting good at the mechanics. Like you just have more abilities that allow you to do more things. But then when you get to the end game, and especially like the post-game, like final mix bosses, that's when things really start to... The game starts to really get challenging again, because you realize, like, oh, I didn't get this far because I'm good at the game. I got this far because the game, like, actually gave me the freaking abilities that I need to progress. And just isn't very challenging until this point.
I can't help but notice the lack of gravities that you've been casting.
Well, yeah, they won't do anything to him.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure Gravity still has, like, the Demi effect and takes, like, a quarter of his health bar if you cast it on his horn.
What?
Like, not a quarter of his total health bar, a quarter of his, like, current health bar.
Like the yellow bit.
Yeah, pretty much. I think.
See, I did not
I feel like I remember using Gravity on Behemoth a lot.
Oh. Well, that would have made, like, 9 fights in this game a lot easier. Because you fight a lot of behemoths at the end of this game. A lot. Especially if you do all the Coliseum matches.
Oh, that's right. They're in the Hades Cup too, aren't they?
Yep. And another one. And another one. Nomura just really likes his behemoths.
I mean, can you blame him?
Nah. To me, this is one of the better behemoth designs. Like, he's more cartoony, but, like, he kind of looks like a big bulldog to me.
This was their Pocahontas reference. They just took the little governor's bulldog and turned him into a giant monster.
I like that his horns are attached to his jaw. That's some real, just like... I don't know what it is.
Grotesque character design.
Would that make them large tusks?
I'll tell you one thing. Nature would never create a creature like that.
Hey, it created Pumbaa.
Pumbaa! Pumbaa, everything with you is gas. Can you imagine fighting... Can you imagine fighting Pumbaa?
Yeah. Secret boss, Mr. Pig.
They call me Mr. Pig!
Except now it's based on the new one, so it's voiced by Seth Rogen.
Full circle.
Okay, that was more of like a Beavis and Butthead laugh, I'm sorry. My Seth Rogen game is weak.
That makes me wonder if there's gonna be, like, if they ever do more DLC or just make a Kingdom Hearts 4, if they'll implement the
Seth
live
Rogen
action
mode.
remakes.
No, please.
See, I thought you were wondering the same thing that I was wondering, which is if they ever made a live-action Beavis and Butthead movie, if they would have Beavis and Butthead played by Seth Rogen
and Seth Rogen,
one of the other just like stoner movie classics.
It would definitely be Neil Patrick Harris and Benedict Cumberbatch. I've seen the memes.
Would they have? Would Beavis and Butthead be like just live actors, or would they be CGI on a live action world to like stay true to their grotesque character designs?
Sora, where are you going? Seal the keyhole.
Oh yeah, he just leaves and then you have to go back. We gotta talk to Leon first.
Yeah.
Why did they come here?
Now I want to see a Kingdom Hearts version called Goofus and Duckhead.
Well, Sora be the principal.
Goofus is a wholly owned registered trademark of the Hall not Hallmark, of the Highlights Company.
The Hallmark channel.
It'd just be like Goofy and Donald hanging out at the castle, just like being burnout losers, and King Mickey is the principal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is where they establish that once you finish your mission, all the worlds will go back to being separate from each other. And like,
that is false.
Except
it's like, but if we make it a franchise, that would be impossible.
Except they definitely were never impassable.
Yeah, how long have the Heartless been messing with people? Because Sid said he was in Traverse Town for at least 9 years.
But we'll never forget each other.
Yeah, well,
No matter where we are,
Kyrie was like, what, 8 when Radiant Garden fell?
besides,
So-
I couldn't forget you, even if I
It
wanted
was
to.
maybe like at least 4 years.
What's that supposed to mean?
That was another one of those weird camera angles where it looked like Yuffie was just a giant.
There's literally darkness pouring out of that.
Did anybody else notice how in that shot Goofy's mouth was just hanging open for the duration of it? Like after he said keyhole.
No, that does not surprise me.
Well, how come
He lifts the
Hollow
ski
Bastion gets a
blade
big old
to
keyhole?
close the keyhole. Doesn't work.
There's a similar funny, like, wonky animation shot in the final cutscene, and we'll get to that when we get to it, but...
Oh yeah.
I actually really like this one. This one is the only one that has like a big old symbol like that.
The Heartless symbol.
What if sealing this keyhole also just closed the portal back out to Hollow Bastion, and Sordon and Goofy were just trapped in there forever? That was the villain's plan all along.
So this is what Aqua had to deal with.
No wonder she went insane.
Wait a minute.
Spoilers.
Who's the 6th princess besides Kyrie? Is there one, like, out of frame? I'm only seeing 5 here. Oh, Belle,
Wendy
Belle,
one
she's
of
in the
them?
library with the beast. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All the other princesses are like, well, our boyfriend didn't show up.
Yeah.
Dang, Belle.
I love the idea. Did Snow White even have a prince?
Yes.
Did she?
She had 7 princes
someday
to
he'll
be
come.
exact.
Was
Oh, God,
that
what's his
her
name?
song? Anyway,
Meanwhile,
Prince
Alice is just
Charming.
here waiting for her parents to come and get her.
Daddy calls me a princess.
Also, Jesus. Cinderella standing next to Alice is just like... She looks like a giant.
I was going to make
Yeah.
a very good joke, but then I couldn't remember Lewis Carroll's real name.
Would Alice's boyfriend be like the Cheshire Cat?
Yeah.
What is Lewis Carroll's real name?
I don't remember. Maybe we'll open episode 40 with Lewis Carroll's real name.
Yeah, we'll definitely remember to do that.
Yeah.
Join us next time when we dox Lewis Carroll.
Yeah.
Dogs are dead, man.
Rip.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.
See you then.